Hi guys, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly All Signs Tarot reading. I am looking at the week of April 21st through to about the 27th, 2025. And as always, I'm starting with Aries going all the way through to Pisces. All of the timestamps will be listed down below. I do want to say welcome to all of you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. Also, please give this video a thumbs up. It does help. Also, guys, I want to say happy Easter for those of you that do celebrate. All right, let's get started. So April 21st through to about the 27th, 2025, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What does Aries have coming up for this week? Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. All right, Aries, first card out, Wheel of Fortune. Okay. All right, we have the Emperor, the Empress, Aries, the Queen of Wands, the Two of Swords, the Two of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Hanging Man. Overall energy is the Five of Pentacles. Well, look at this spread, Aries. A lot of characters, a lot of different energies showing up. So you definitely could be dealing with a lot of people, a lot of different energies here this week. All right, so Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. All right, so there is something, Aries, that some of you are not seeing with this Eight of Swords and the Two of Swords. There's something you're not seeing, or if you see it, you're acting as though you don't see it. This is very much like I don't want to rock the boat sort of energy. I'm staying put. I'm not making any moves. Five of Pentacles as the overall, which is interesting. So we have May coming up. May is the 5th month. That's Taurus season. We're going into Taurus season here. Right at the start of this week. For some of you, the month of May definitely may be very significant. A Taurus might be significant, or maybe you, Aries, are a cusper, or you have Taurus in your chart. I got that last week. Oh, look at this. So Eight of Swords, Knight of Swords, and then we've got the Magician. And Justice. Okay, so for some of you, there's something legal that's significant. Something could be coming up. If you're feeling fearful, nervous, some of you may be looking at a lawsuit, but maybe at the start of this week, you could be kind of like on the fence. So something could have happened. Five of Pentacles. There could be money problems for some of you, or you may have just actually hired an attorney and there could have been a large expense, because this is like nervous energy around this matter, but we see you creating change with the Magician. So the Magician is here, Aries. You've got everything you need when it comes to this. And I also feel like with the Magician and Justice, and then the first card out being the Wheel, I feel like the universe has your back. This is like the universe giving you the green light here. So as soon as you overcome this fear, as soon as you step out of this like self-imposed prison, you're off. So we see you making moves here. If somebody did you wrong, Five of Pentacles, overall energy. Five of Pentacles can also be a lack mindset. So some of you may be in this sort of mindset here this week, but maybe not necessarily lacking. The Empress, the Queen of Pentacles. This is a very abundant energy. But yeah, change is coming in. First card out, look at this, Wheel of Fortune. If you felt stuck, if you felt like this wheel was just not moving, it is moving. It's definitely beginning to turn here. And I feel like there is a turning point here this week. Some of you are going from struggling, experiencing this lack, to there could be a lot of abundance that's coming your way. Now, maybe a partnership is significant. For some of you, this could be your parents. This could be your parents. Maybe they're giving you some money. They could be giving you something of value. For some of you, I mean, this could be also like a family matter, something with maybe siblings. You've got a lot of different energies here. So the Emperor, the Empress, that is normally a couple, could be a husband and wife, but if not, business partners, these can be business partners. Queen of Pentacles, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and then Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Somebody may have been losing money here with the Hanged Man. But again, with the Wheel of Fortune showing up and then Justice there and the Magician, that's all about to change. Yes, of course, you're dealing with higher powers, divine timing, of course. I mean, that could be what you're not seeing. I mentioned that for some of you, you're not seeing something. That could be what you're not seeing. You're not seeing that this wheel is turning. You're not seeing that maybe something is going in your favor. There may have been some sort of blockage, but this is you having options. This is you making plans and moving forward in a new direction. For some of you, this was just a matter of like stepping out of your comfort zone. And you know, with the Eight of Swords and the Five of Pentacles here, that can be anxiety, that can be depression, that maybe some of you have been dealing with. But you are creating change. And so, Knight of Swords here, once you overcome this Eight of Swords energy, once you step out of that, I feel like you're off. You're off. There's a lot of energies here, a lot of characters. For some of you, you do have a lot of support. So however you resonate with this, there's a lot of support. Let's take a look at the Five of Pentacles for Aries. What is the Five of Pentacles? Some of you might be under the weather, and this could be maybe friends, family, maybe your parents coming in to help you. What is the Five of Pentacles for Aries, please? Please clarify the Five of Pentacles for Aries. For some of you, a decision is needed with the twos, and you could be making a decision with your partner. Look at this. Yeah, this was definitely fear with that Nine of Swords. Regret, fear. For some of you, you could be blaming yourself. So if there is a large expense here this week, Aries, you could be blaming yourself here with the Nine of Swords. So I ignored this. I didn't take care of this. So yeah, you don't want to do that. For some of you, it could really be overthinking a situation here, really stressing about something, blaming yourself. So there's a large expense, and maybe for some of you, you could have ignored it with that Two of Swords, or ignored your intuition. This could be an expense around the home. Could be a vehicle, but I'm not really getting that. Anything of value, so anything that is pricey, worth something, like a vehicle, a home. If you're a parent, it could be something for your kids or even something for your parents. Because again, we've got the Emperor and the Empress. Yeah, so I feel like money is going to improve. It really is. So you've got 2 9s showing up here. The wheel is a 10. You're very, very close to this being done. For some of you, it is done. A cycle is wrapping up. Let me see. What is the 2 of Swords? Let's very quickly look at the 2 of Swords for Aries. Yeah, if you were waiting on anything, so waiting to get something fixed, waiting for a checkup even, waiting, putting something off, whatever it is, you definitely want to take action. You want to take extra good care of yourself here at this time. You want to make sure you're getting enough sleep. All right, so look at this, all these characters. King of Swords, 10 of Cups, so 10. So 9s, 10. A cycle is definitely done. King of Swords. Now I'm seeing him look directly at the 2 of Swords. So looking at the 2 of Swords, acknowledging this problem, facing this problem, taking care of something. With this King of Swords energy, this can be even like a professional, somebody coming in, looking at this and helping you. All right, what is the additional guidance for Aries for this week, please? What is the additional guidance? Look at this, heighten your vitality, 49. Yeah, so make sure you're getting enough sleep. Take extra good care of yourself, Aries, at this time. Some of you could be feeling a little like run down. There's a lack of energy. My apologies. There's a lack of energy, feeling sick. So again, whatever it is that you're putting off, you definitely want to take care of it now. Whatever that is. So however you resonate. All right. Be gentle with yourself, 33. Be gentle with yourself. Yes. Empress vibes. Take extra good care of yourself this week. All right. What is the guidance for Aries on the love front? What is the guidance for Aries on the love front? And I do apologize for any background noise. There's a lot going on today. Aries on the love front. Yeah, I'm seeing some sadness here. So I don't know if this is you, Aries, because you've got so many characters, so many different energies showing up here. If not you, it could be somebody around you. Somebody could be depressed. I'm just seeing some sadness here. I'm also seeing a lot of happiness, but I am seeing somebody who's sad or depressed. Awakening. Someone is undergoing a spiritual transformation and then leap of faith. It's safe to make the move you're considering. So you are the person you're dealing with. Somebody could be going through a spiritual transformation. Leap of faith can represent a new beginning, a new path that you're walking down. You could be taking a chance. Wheel of Fortune. This is saying it's safe for you to make the move you're considering. Yeah, I just feel like some of you need to have faith. Oh, we have forgiveness. Forgiving yourself or another will help you to move forward. So in particular, those of you that are blaming yourself for something, they're saying to forgive yourself. All right, who is Aries dealing with? Who's Aries dealing with? We do have the new moon, the Taurus new moon on the 27th. So you've got a lot of Taurian vibes here. Definitely set those intentions. This is a very powerful new moon, with it being Taurus's new moon. All right, who is Aries dealing with? Who's Aries dealing with? Definitely could be another Aries for some of you. Definitely could be a Taurus. Taurus, and then we have Leo showing up. All right, Aries. So I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Taurus, what does Taurus have coming up for this week, please, Taurus? April 21st through to about the 27th, 2025. And I do want to say happy birthday, Taurus, to all of you Taurians that have a birthday this week. I do apologize for any background noise. So King of Wands, Four of Wands, first two cards out. What does Taurus have coming up for this week, please, Taurus? We have the High Priestess, the Six of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Seven of Swords, Death, the Two of Wands. Overall energy, Taurus, is the Queen of Swords. All right. So some of you Taurians, you are not playing around this week. Not that you ever do being a Taurus, but very serious energy. Could be looking at people, situations very closely. Ooh, Ace of Pentacles. Looking at your money. For some of you, you're looking at maybe a new opportunity for sure. Yeah, wanting the facts, doing your research, and then listening to your intuition here. For some of you, a decision definitely may be significant. And I'm really seeing the Queen of Swords look at the Four of Wands. And so for some of you, this could be like an important family decision. For others, this may have something to do with a relationship or even a house. So maybe some of you are deciding to like sell or something like that, because we see major change coming up here with death. So major changes coming in. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. We've got the Page of Cups. Seven of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, look at this very protective energy. So Nine of Cups, Taurus. Well, that's nice. Nine of Cups, Ten of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. So this is definitely protecting you and yours, protecting your happiness. For some of you, you could be protecting a child or children may be significant. So yeah, whatever it is that you're doing, you could be making an investment, or maybe even like saving money for a child, something like that. A child may be significant. But whatever it is that you're doing with that Queen of Swords is the overall, I mean, you're very, very focused on this. Like laser focused on this. And you could be using that sword, honestly. I'm just going to jump over here with this Four of Cups and the Seven of Swords. If you were dealing with somebody that you don't trust, you are on the fence with this person, Or maybe they have lied to you. Maybe you're finding out this week that they did lie to you. A secret could be coming to light with Death and the High Priestess. A secret definitely could be coming to light, or there could be like an inner knowing here, Taurus, around a situation, and you just don't want to deal with it. So 4 of Cups, you don't care. You could be rejecting someone with this energy. You could be avoiding someone with this energy. There's just some sort of situation that some of you are dealing with where you just don't want to invest in this, especially if somebody lied to you or you don't trust this person or the situation. And you could be putting your energy elsewhere with this Ace of Pentacles. So putting your focus on something new, which this is your time, Taurus. Your new moon is this week. It's on the 27th. So very powerful new moon. So whatever changes that you're making, it's definitely the right time to plant this seed. Yeah, I mean, this could be new love for some of you. Page of Cups. It definitely could be new love, or for those of you that are partnered, this could be a new home. Your life is changing. There's some sort of major change. Very psychic energy here this week. Your intuition is speaking to you. Some of you, Taurians, you could be helping someone. So 6 of Pentacles, High Priestess, you could be helping someone secretly. Somebody around you may need help with like making a decision, so you could be helping them do that. Yeah, so with the Queen of Swords, the way I read these energies, the court cards sometimes, she can be like a professional. She can be someone who is helping somebody out. And so with this being the overall, you could be helping a King of Wands. You could be helping a friend. You could be helping somebody who needs to make a decision. Maybe they're in a relationship and they're having some problems. So yeah, you have to take it however it resonates for you. But we do have this King of Wands here. So could be an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. That is significant. Doesn't have to be that sign. This could be your husband. This could be somebody that you're in a relationship with that 4 of Wands. And if, you know, secrets were being kept with this energy, you're definitely on top of it. You're doing your research. If you're feeling something, so those of you that are in a relationship, you could be picking up on something this week. Yeah, go with that. Go with that. And then from there, I see you, for some of you, you could be moving in a different direction, or you're making plans. Even if this is a family member and you're picking up on something, like they lied to you or they're hiding something from you. All right, let's take a look. We will look at death. What is ending for Taurus? What's changing? Please clarify death for Taurus, please. There could be a loved one in spirit for some of you that you are maybe communicating with, or you're receiving signs. Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so if you're single, for some of you, I mean, maybe you're getting into a new relationship. Page of Cups. Yeah, I mean, if you're single, Nine of Pentacles for me is very much like a single status card, very much. Yeah, I mean, some of you maybe you're divorced or widowed, something like that. But yeah, I mean, you could be getting into a relationship, so that's interesting. So that could be changing. I want more information though. What is the Seven of Swords for Taurus? What is the Seven of Swords? Some of you are going to be single, so you're making some changes here. Yeah, especially if you don't trust your partner, or if you're finding out that they hid something from you or lied to you. And honestly, with this energy, it does not have to be something major, but maybe some of you, you've just had enough. Honestly, with this energy, you may have just had enough, and maybe you just want to be on your own. Maybe you just want to be single. But yeah, this can be something small. I'm not getting like a huge betrayal or anything like that. This could be something small, but maybe it's just enough for some of you. I mean, enough is enough. You could be feeling like that. For some of you, maybe a Gemini is significant with the Lovers. Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Couple of nines. Couple of fours. I like the fours. Some of you, you are creating like a firm foundation. So with this seed that you're planting, you definitely are creating a firm foundation. Let's see, what is the High Priestess for Taurus? What is the High Priestess? Page of Swords. Yeah, you're doing your research, Taurus, that's for sure. You're doing your research. Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. All right, all right. So you're learning, you're studying, you're getting more information. And yeah, I mean, any sort of liars, cheaters, anything like that, you're over it. You're planting new seeds. And this is definitely the time to do so. What is the additional guidance for Taurus for this week, please? What is the additional guidance? We've got number 6, the big picture. So they're saying to look at the big picture. So think long term. So 5, 10 years down the road. With you creating this firm foundation, if it's a home that you're moving into, or if it's a relationship that you're getting into, think long term. Also, for some of you, you need to think big. Oh, look, we have adventure at the bottom, and it's number 30. So yeah, with these aces, you're definitely going on a new adventure, but they are saying to think about everyone, everything involved before you maybe do this. But let's see, what is the guidance on the love front for Taurus? What is the guidance on the love front? Time apart. So you definitely have some time to think for those of you that it is on the relationship front. Some distance will help bring clarity. And then we also have leap of faith. So adventure and leap of faith really go hand in hand. It's safe to make the move you're considering. Maybe some of you, you just need to think about it. You need to do your research. You need to get more information. All right, who is Taurus dealing with? Who is Taurus dealing with? Leo. And then we have Scorpio. So a Leo or a Scorpio may be significant. All right, Taurus, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. All right, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Gemini, what does Gemini have coming up for this week, please? Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Gemini. King of Swords, first card out, and he jumped right out. So air energy, it's your element. That certainly could be you, your energy, or possibly another Gemini, Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius that you're dealing with this week. What does Gemini have coming up for this week, please, Gemini? We have the Lovers right next to the King of Swords. We have the Nine of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Seven of Wands, the King of Cups, the Fool, the Six of Wands. Overall energy is the Three of Pentacles. All right, so teamwork this week, Gemini, is definitely going to give you the best outcome. You have a couple of characters here. So you've got the King of Swords, King of Cups. Could be dealing with an air sign, could be dealing with a water sign, could be dealing with a Gemini, an Aries, or maybe a Scorpio with Death at the bottom of the deck. So great changes coming in. We've got Death showing up. For some of you, there could be a change at work. I'm not really seeing like a loss of a job. I'm not seeing it. I'm not. But there could be a change at work. For some of you, you're very happy about this. Honestly, I'm reading for some Geminis where maybe you've been waiting for this. This could be like a contract that's ending for some of you. The Three of Pentacles could be you negotiating here this week. Again, teamwork's going to give you the best outcome. Yeah, so with this ending or this great change, you've got fresh energy coming in with the Fool. This is new vibes. So you're starting something new right away. Right away. Ooh, look at this. This is definitely something that's like meant to happen. So however you resonate, we've got Death, we've got the Star. So yeah, it's something that's meant to happen. We've got the Two of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Justice. Interesting. Okay. So you could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or that could be your energy, more focused on your work with that Three of Pentacles as the overall. But this is some sort of partnership. Could even be just a partnership with Spirit, you working with Spirit at this time to create change in your life. Others, you could be working with a Queen of Pentacles or any of the signs that I called out. So yeah, have faith here. Stay positive with the Star. The star for me often can be a confirmation that we're making the right choices, that we're on the right path. And I really feel like you are. For some of you, you will make the right choice. So King of Swords, the Lovers, a choice is definitely significant. You could be choosing between a couple of characters if this is on the love front. If it's not on the love front, this definitely could be a work related matter with the Three of Pentacles. You've got the Seven of Wands here. Seven of Wands, standing firm, fighting off the competition. It's definitely like you holding yours, holding your position. Could even be like taking the higher road here with the situation. Very defensive, very protective energy. But I feel like it's serving you well. Mirroring this is the Six of Wands. So some of you, you're very popular. There could be some haters around you. They want what you have. Some of you may work in like a very competitive environment. But there could be like a raise or a promotion. Something significant that's happening at work. You could be recognized here this week. For some of you, you're being recognized and maybe given this new opportunity with the Fool to maybe even like branch out to do something different. For some of you, I mean, this could be do something that you've never done before. But whatever this is, it's making you very happy. So 9 and 10 of Cups. This is emotional abundance. Some of you are very happy at work this week. So whatever changes are taking place, you're ecstatic about it. You're very, very pleased. You could have been wishing for this. And I do apologize, guys. It's very loud here today. So if you can hear that, my apologies. But yeah, this can be a wish. Something that's going to affect a lot of people. It could be your family here. Yeah, with the 10 of Cups, this could be your family. This could be your community. If you have a child, it could be that your child is going to be recognized in some way this week. Yeah, they could be doing something. Somebody could be working on something. They're very proud of the job that they did. And they should be. So whether that's you or maybe a loved one, somebody is very, very proud. They worked hard. And now they're being rewarded here. And if you are single, for some of you, this can be love. This can be love that's coming in. This is a beautiful connection. Honestly, it could be like the ideal relationship. So if you were wishing for a type of person or a type of relationship, for some of you, this is exactly what you wish for. You've got two wish cards here with the Star and the 9 of Cups. But there could be a choice. For some of you, there is a choice between maybe a couple of different options. Others, maybe it's just a choice. Do I let my guard down? Do I let this person in? For some of you, you will. With the Fool, you're going to jump. You're going to take this chance. All right, what is the additional guidance for Gemini? What is the additional guidance? 24, be your best self always. So don't question your worth. Be your best self. You are good enough. You've got the 7 of Wands marrying the 6 of Wands. That is success, Gemini. That is success. We've got 7. Amplify your positive emotions. Ooh, okay. So with this card, I'm getting like a very cleansing vibe here from this. So, yeah. Maybe some of you, you've come very far. You've come a long way, and maybe you're finally healed and you are now ready for a relationship. Yes, of course. You may be a little guarded. Yeah, I mean, that's normal. You may be a little guarded, but some of you, you're ready for love. And this is saying to amplify your positive emotions. Have fun. You could be going on a date this week, or, I mean, it's the holiday this week, so you could be spending time with loved ones. They're saying be your best self and to amplify your positive emotions. So if you're proud of someone, let them know. If you love someone, let them know. Things like that. All right. Passion. Try something you've never done before. Well, that's this Fool energy right there. So it could be a passionate connection for those of you where it is love. What is the guidance on the love front for Gemini? Guidance on the love front for Gemini. Guidance for Gemini. Addiction. Interesting. And addiction is affecting this relationship. So, that's not always just like an addiction to drugs or alcohol or anything like that. It could be so many other things. So many other things. But that could be ending. So if you had an addiction, or if somebody else had an addiction, that could be what's ending, because you've got this healing energy here. So for some of you, there could have been a habit. Maybe you're breaking a bad habit. If your partner, this could be you and your partner breaking like a bad habit together, or you're making a change here. And for some of you, this is like a very passionate energy here to do so. You could be releasing. Yeah, look at that. So again, breaking a bad habit for some of you. I'm getting that. But for others, there's definitely a choice here. So on the love front, there's some sort of significant choice or decision that's needed. Release, radical acceptance and surrender can help you to let go. All right, Gemini. Who's Gemini dealing with? All right, we've got Scorpio. For some of you, Scorpio is definitely significant. And then we've got air, so Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. All right, Gemini. So I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Cancer. What is Cancer? All right, the card that's upright, Cancer, is Justice. That's what I'm going to take. So first card out is Justice. Ooh, the Devil, but it landed in the reverse. All right. Well, that is great, Cancer. What does Cancer have coming up for this week, please? April 21st through to about the 27th. King of Swords. Four of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Seven of Cups, Four of Swords. Overall energy is the Magician. All right, so you are manifesting, Cancer, this week. You have everything you need, and for some of you, there's some sort of blockage that's no more. If you were feeling stuck or trapped or micromanaged even, that's no more. Look at this. This card keeps showing up. So Death is at the bottom of the deck. So you are manifesting this great change or this ending, maybe creating space in your life for something new to come in. Gemini just had this, so I could be reading for some cuspers, or maybe you're dealing with a Gemini. Look at this. So, yeah, I mean, if you were carrying a heavy load, so a lot on your plate, for some of you, maybe working multiple jobs, or even having like a lot of debt, you are not happy. But this is ending. So you're doing something this week, Cancer, that is bringing about this great change. So yeah, you're using the resources, the tools that you have here available to you, and this is you creating change. So remember, the Devil was in the reverse. So some sort of blockage or restriction is done. First card out is Justice. So for those of you that maybe like sued somebody or something like that, you could be working with a professional with justice and the King of Swords. For some of you, this could be like an attorney or a professional that is helping you. But yeah, however you resonate, this is your doing. This is you manifesting change in your life. There could be some sort of truth that is coming out. Maybe you were looking at something. This can even be like a document, a legal document, something like that. Looking at it and maybe not seeing everything. If there was some sort of confusion around a situation, or just a lot of even like wishful thinking, like sitting on the sidelines, not really taking action, not doing anything, that's changing. This is you making some changes. And so you're freeing yourself, you're unburdening yourself here. Yeah, so you could be looking over the past, you know, what's worked, what has not worked. This is you taking stock of a situation. Yeah, and with that Queen of Wands energy, very passionate, very motivated energy. You could be working with the King of Swords. Some of you may be in a relationship with the King of Swords. You've got a couple of fours here. So Four of Wands, Four of Swords. For some of you, you could be healing a relationship. This could be a family relationship, not necessarily a romantic relationship, but maybe there was like a misunderstanding or some confusion around a particular matter. But this is peace. I see peace coming in. Yeah, I mean, this is really nice. You're dropping a heavy load. You're no longer blocked or being taken advantage of or anything like that. With Justice and the Devil being reversed, you're the one that's in control and empowered. And with the King of Swords, I mean, this could be you using that sword and freeing yourself from whatever situation this is. You could even be getting something in writing, or something's official, something's legal with justice. This is fairness coming in. Some of you, you've been waiting on this. Yeah, I mean, this is just a very specific read. So definitely watch your other signs, but it's just very to the point, very specific. It's very positive. What is the additional guidance for Cancer, please, for this week? You could be dealing with a Libra, a Capricorn, a Gemini, maybe a Virgo. You've got 17 infinite blessings. So I feel like it's going to rain blessings for you, Cancer, literally. I'm just seeing what I'm getting here with this. Yeah, so with justice being the first card out, yeah, I mean, this is a blessing. However you resonate, this is definitely a blessing. You're no longer trapped, and you're going on a new adventure with adventure at the bottom, and it's number 30. You're being guided forward. What is the guidance on the love front for Cancer? What is the guidance on the love front? Apology. You can expect the apology you want to hear. And then chemistry. The attraction you feel is mutual. All right, so interesting. Maybe some of you are manifesting new love. If you were waiting on like a divorce to be final, something like that. King of Pentacles there at the bottom of the deck. Knight of Pentacles, Four of Cups. Yeah, I mean, if you're waiting on something to be final, so you could maybe move forward with somebody else, that's a possibility. There may be an apology that's coming in. All right, interesting. Who's Cancer dealing with? Who is Cancer dealing with? Cancer flew out, so you could be dealing with another Cancer. And then there's that fire. So Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. All right, Cancer, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. All right, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign Leo. Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What does Leo have coming up for this week? All right, so 10 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles just flew out. For some of you, this is in the reverse. Leo. So you also could be dropping a heavy load. Maybe you've been managing, you've been dealing with something for a long time. And that could be changing. Here's the Sun with the Three of Pentacles. All right. We have the Fool, the Ace of Swords, Death, the Four of Swords. Wow. Overall energy, look at this, Ace of Wands. You've got the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands, Leo. Temperance at the bottom of the deck. Definitely being divinely guided and protected here. And like I mentioned, that 10 of Wands and the 2 of Pentacles for some of you is in the reverse. And for me, that's you dropping a heavy load. And it can be on purpose. So you were juggling, you were multitasking, you had a lot going on. Some of you were just under a lot of pressure, stress, pressure, handling something very difficult, carrying it around, but you could have just literally let go. For some of you, and decided to turn around here and do something else. If you're moving in a particular direction, for some of you, you just stopped. You said, nope, this is not for me. You could have changed your mind about something. And with that Fool, with the Fool energy, this is like a very liberating energy with the Sun and the Fool. Yeah, for some of you, this is you freeing yourself in some way. You did not want to do something anymore. You did not want to juggle. You did not want to deal with something any longer. And so this is you literally freeing yourself. Could be living in the moment. Maybe for some of you, there is some sort of clarity or like an aha moment. A lot of spiritual energy around you. So this could be like divine inspiration for some of you, having like this amazing idea here and just, yeah, making a change. Could be a sudden change for some of you. Putting a stop to one thing and then starting something new, or just completely making a big change here. Yeah, I mean, look at this. Temperance, the Wheel of Fortune, the 8 of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles. Very nice. Knight of Cups. Judgment. Queen of Pentacles. Wow, for some of you, this is a major life choice here, and it could be something work related, something with your career, or something with finances. If money was coming in but then going right back out, and you are working multiple jobs just trying to make ends meet, anything like that, this is your luck changing. This is some good karma coming your way. Some of you are taking some sort of chance here, and you may feel like suddenly inspired to do this. Again, divine inspiration for some of you. You're taking this chance, maybe going for this like new job, this new position, and you get it, and now your life is changing. This is success, and it's also acceptance. So whatever offer is on the table, for some of you, there could be something with like a contract. You definitely could be signing something. I see you accepting this. Some of you may negotiate first, but then come to an agreement. I really do like this. And I see you at peace here. So there could be some good news that's coming in. Yeah, some good news that's coming in. And if the second story I'm getting is if there was, if somebody was sick or if there was a loss of a loved one, I see you at peace. So you could be healing. For some of you, you could be physically recovering, or this is you healing. So you have a lot of spiritual energy around you. For some of you, I mean, you could be seeing signs. You could be seeing signs from your loved one, and you know they're like in a better place. Something like that. I see you feeling like at peace, and there's a lot of healing energy here. Some of you, you're ready to take this chance, to take this leap of faith. But yeah, definitely fresh energy coming in. We do have that Taurus new moon on the 27th, so set those intentions. But you've got a ton of fresh energy, Leo, with the Fool and the Aces, the Sun. This is your time to shine, especially within your career. What is the additional guidance? What is the additional guidance for Leo for this week? But a Leo, an Aries, or a Sagittarius may be significant, possibly a Scorpio. What is the additional guidance? Oh, there's quite a few here. So you are worth it, 23, 18 new experiences and possibilities. 35, culmination of vision, and then 37, ideal. Wow, ideal course of action. So whatever idea you're having, Leo, this week, they're saying run with it, go for it. This is perfect for you. Honestly, it could have been something that you already like envisioned. This is what you wanted. Something new. So don't doubt yourself. Don't tell yourself you don't deserve it or you're not worth it or anything like that. Some of you definitely have a loved one in spirit that's helping you. Definitely. All right. What is the guidance on the love front for Leo? What is the guidance for Leo on the love front this week, please? So on the love front, we do have different pages. You and this person don't share the same vision. And we have acceptance. Everything happens for a reason. So yeah, I mean, if something didn't work out with a particular person, it's because you didn't want the same things. But with all of this new energy coming in, Leo, there's new possibilities. So accepting that maybe something happened for a reason, that maybe there's a better relationship for you. This person could have been unavailable, or maybe you're unavailable. Mastery, friendship, maybe there was some sort of interference. So yeah, on the love front, this is you accepting that maybe something happened for a reason. And if you are talking to someone or you're with someone, you know, maybe something happened. Something happened, but it was for your own good. It's a learning experience for some of you. If you were on different pages, I mean, I do see communication here. This could be you and your person working together and like settling something or reaching an agreement. So yeah, I mean, this is like connecting the dots really with the situation, like figuring something out, learning from it. All right, so who is Leo dealing with? Who's Leo dealing with? We have Aries, and then we have Capricorn. All right, Leo. So I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Virgo. What does Virgo have coming up for this week? Virgo. All right, Virgo. First card out is the Six of Cups. The Three of Cups, the Hermit, the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Cups, Five of Wands, Page of Wands, Nine of Swords. Overall energy is the Page of Swords. Okay, this is quite the interesting spread. Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. All right. So your energy, Virgo, is definitely showing up here. You've got the Hermit. The Hermit is actually the only major arcana that you have here in the spread. This is all minor arcana energy. And so what that tells me is this is very changeable, very much changeable. So pick and choose your battles. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. Get enough sleep. Some of you are overthinking a situation, overanalyzing. You could be trying to figure something out. You're like waiting on clarity. And so because you're waiting on clarity, your mind really could be racing. For some of you dealing with maybe some anxiety. Yeah, like thinking the worst. But Page of Swords, overall energy. I see you like studying. Maybe asking a lot of questions here this week. I'm definitely seeing a lot of communication. But I'm also seeing some drama. So because maybe you want to know something, maybe you're asking somebody about it and they don't like that you're asking them about it. There's like something like that going on. Seven of Swords, Queen of Wands, Justice. Four of Wands, Ace of Swords. Look at this. So again, communication, a lot of communication. For some of you, this can be legal news. For those Virgos that felt betrayed or cheated in some way, if there was some sort of deception, we have Justice here. So maybe some of you, you're looking at like some documents or looking into something legally, something like that, because maybe there was some sort of betrayal or For some of you, maybe you were cheated in some way with the Seven of Swords, the Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords. This is a cycle that's done. You have the Ace at the bottom of the deck, so the worst is behind you. But because of this, there could be a lot of fear around, you know, certain matters that you're dealing with right now. So those of you that were betrayed in the past, there could be some trust issues, or, yeah, I mean, some of you, you're scared of something happening again, or if you're waiting on some sort of closure or like a resolution, this is maybe you thinking the worst. For some of you, what's needed is maybe venting about this. So if you have been like holding back or like holding everything close to your chest, for some of you, what's needed is actually venting. So that can be like speaking to like a doctor, a therapist, a coach, maybe even like a grandparent, someone older, someone who has a lot of life experience, somebody that you trust. This could be a family member, a sibling, or even a spouse. For some of you, that's what's needed, is maybe talking about this. If you have any sort of questions, I feel like they're saying to speak up, but just be aware of the people that you are asking or talking to, because there could be some haters. Five of Wands. These are energies that are against you, so make sure that you trust the person that you're talking to. For some of you, this is maybe something with like a sibling. Six of Cups, Three of Cups. They could be asking you some questions, or they may need help. You could be looking into something because you're trying to help them. So yeah, if it's not you going through something, this can always be flipped. This can be the person you're dealing with and you're trying to help them. Yeah, this is some sort of drama. So drama in the community or some sort of interference. Could be like interference in like, could be a relationship, but this could be a family matter. Like somebody butting in. There's something like that going on here. If there was a falling out, I do feel like for those of you where you were very, very close with somebody and there was some sort of drama and there was like a falling out, I definitely see some of you maybe apologizing or speaking your truth. For some of you, you will reconcile with this person, definitely. So yeah, that's very specific, but I am getting it. So those of you where there was like a fallout with like a sibling or something like that, I do feel like you will eventually definitely move past this. Yeah, there's the Ten of Cups. So Ten of Cups showing up twice. I mean, that is like that fairy tale sort of energy. It's emotional abundance. It's happiness. All right, let's take a look at the Ten of Swords. For Virgo, please clarify the Ten of Swords. The Page of Cups. Yeah, so this really feels like an apology. For some of you Virgos, there could be an apology that's coming your way. What is the Five of Wands? For some of you, there could be something going on with a child or your children. So looking at the Five of Wands, we have the Ace of Swords. So again, pick and choose your battles. You want to watch your communication. Definitely, there could be misunderstandings at this time in your community or within your relationship, or if you're going to like a family event, if you're going out. Yeah, so there could be a misunderstanding. So just watch your communication. You may regret something that you say. What is the Seven of Swords? A lot of pages. Oh, Seven of Swords. So looking at the Seven of Swords, we have the Seven of Swords with the Page of Pentacles. So a lot of pages. You've got all the pages here. So definitely could be something with children. Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, for some of you, I mean, maybe somebody is acting childish or someone acted childish, and that could be why there's an apology coming. Nine of Pentacles. This is finances looking good. Eight of Rods. Good news. Look at that. The Empress. That's a positive shift in the energy. Also, some money coming in. If you're a parent, good news with that Six of Cups, Three of Cups, and all of these pages. Some of you may even get good news, but there's some haters or jealousy around you. Could be some immature energies around you. Acceptance of love and inner truth. So 38 and then 16. Acceptance of love and then inner truths. Let me see if we get any other cards for Virgo for this week. Okay, 13 and 25, we have renewal of peace, and then keep your dreams alive. Look at these cards. Renewal of peace, and you can see the baby sleeping. Keep your dreams alive. Yeah, again, I see you like making amends, making up with someone. What's needed is speaking your truth. Maybe telling someone how you feel. What is the guidance on the love front for Virgo? What is the guidance? Forgiveness. Forgiving yourself or another will help you move forward. Yeah. I keep getting that apology message. So maybe for some of you, that's what's needed, is forgiving someone. Oh, we have finances at the bottom. So financial challenges are affecting this connection. So if you are partnered, or even if this is a family matter, you know, there could be something with finances, something with money. So maybe someone borrowed money, or maybe they spent money. So yeah, if you got mad at your partner for maybe spending too much money, something like that. Maybe they hid it from you with the Seven of Swords. Again, I do see you moving past this. All right, who is Virgo dealing with? fire. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and then we have water. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Really could be any sign. We have all elements here, really. All right, Virgo, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. All right, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs Libra. Libra, what does Libra have coming up? Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs Libra. What do they have coming up for this week? So 5 of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, 9 of Cups. Temperance, the Chariot, 5 of Swords, 4 of Wands, 8 of Cups, overall energy, 2 of Cups. King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. All right, so a relationship or a partnership is significant this week. 2 of Cups as the overall energy. This is talking about some sort of partnership. Doesn't always have to be romantic. For me, this card talks about 2 people being on the same page, 2 people who have mutual respect for one another. So it can sometimes be love. You both feel the same way about each other, but it also does talk about mutual respect. We've got the King of Swords, the Queen of Cups, 4 of Cups, the Magician, 8 of Wands. So for some of you, this is you manifesting change, and it's because maybe you were bored or you were not happy. And so if this is a relationship, this can be you and the person that you're dealing with on the same page. So if you were both bored in a relationship, if you both wanted to move forward and do things differently, this is saying you're in agreement, you're on the same page. 4 of Cups, Queen of Cups, that's wanting more, needing more emotionally. And so that could be you, or that could be the person that you're dealing with. But I'm seeing some games being played here. So 5 of Swords showing up here in the spread. You've got multiple 5s, 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, 8 of Cups. Yeah, somebody's not happy. So either you, the person you're dealing with, or both of you, because you've got that 2 of Cups here. Yeah, this is moving forward. This is letting go of the past. So for a few of you, this is not you maybe letting go of the person, but you're letting go of whatever drama, whatever games were being played. If you were holding on to like any like spiteful feelings or anything like that, you're putting that behind you and you're moving forward. Any sort of like resentment, any sort of game playing, or not caring about the other person, you're putting that behind you and you're moving forward. So you could be forgiving this person. Others, though, you're leaving this partnership or this friendship even. Somebody could have been all about themselves. This can be someone who's very controlling. This person may have abandoned you, played with your feelings. I don't know if somebody is partnered. Somebody could have been partnered. So I don't know if you or this person, somebody may have been in a relationship or living with somebody else. And some of you are just maybe sick of dealing with this situation. It's not giving enough emotionally. It's not what you want. Some of you are maybe realizing that you are like settling in love, settling in some way. Somebody could be controlling. So somebody has like a very selfish energy. They're very controlling. If you do live with this person, yeah, maybe someone controls like the money. And it's like a very challenging situation. Yeah, this is quite the reading. For others, there could be something going on with a vehicle. So you may have to spend some money this week on your vehicle. If something needs to get fixed, I would fix it right away. I see a very happy outcome with this. So yeah, if anything needs to get fixed, especially with a vehicle or even a house, you want to take care of that right away. You've got the 8 of Cups with the 9 of Cups. So whatever it is that you're letting go of, you're just creating space for this. This is emotional abundance. It can be a wish fulfillment for some of you that's coming in. You're definitely being protected as you move forward. I mean, for some of you, this could be what you're manifesting, what you're wishing for. 9 of Cups, 4 of Wands, which could be like a solid relationship. A relationship that makes you very, very happy. So yeah, that is what you're manifesting. Let's see, what is the 5 of Swords? We have Cancer, Sagittarius coming through. What is the 5 of Swords for Libra? Ooh, that can be someone who is smug. So for a few of you, you could be dealing with a narcissist. Yeah, a narcissist, someone who's like very smug, someone who's out for themselves. Very controlling energy as well. I keep getting that. This person may just stare at you when you're around them, or they are watching you in some way. They're watching you. Just be careful. Just pay attention to who you have around you. For some Librans, and I don't say this often, but for some of you, you may have someone like in your circle, someone around you that is enjoying. They're enjoying watching you struggle in some way. So 5 of Pentacles, if you're struggling financially, or if you're depressed, or whatever it is, a lack mindset, whatever it is you're going through, if you're getting some sort of bad news this week, you may have someone around you in your circle that enjoys watching this, or they enjoy hearing about this. Also, be very careful with who you're telling certain things to, like personal information. I feel like for some of you, you have like a traitor. You have someone around you that definitely does not have your best interests at heart here. And you're going to see it. You're going to see it. For some of you, you may work with this person. So 8 of Pentacles. What is the additional guidance for Libra? What is the additional guidance? Keep your dreams alive. So whatever it is that you're going through, don't get discouraged. 25, keep your dreams alive. Look at this, 43, love matters. So I mentioned earlier that when you heal, when you let go of whatever's no longer serving you, you're just creating space for something new to come in. And for some of you, that's this 4 of Wands, this 9 of Cups. Something you're dreaming of, something that's going to make you happy. For some of you, it can be a true love, something that is going to last a long time. What is the guidance on the love front for Libra? What is the guidance? Chemistry. The attraction you feel is mutual. And then acceptance. Everything happens for a reason. All right, so on the love front, you may have a strong chemistry with another person. Acceptance, unavailable, addiction, retreat, true love. So, I mean, you could have just dealt with somebody like that, and now you are maybe connecting with another person for some of you. Yeah, I mean, maybe this is an ex. Maybe you abandoned this person, Libra, and you could be going out with somebody new, and you have a mutual attraction. And maybe you're just starting to understand, you know, why you had to deal with that person or that situation. All right, who is Libra dealing with? Who's Libra dealing with? Gemini, and then we have Scorpio. All right, Libra, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign, Scorpio. Wow, there's your card, Scorpio. First card out, Death. What does Scorpio have coming up for this week? Scorpio. Queen of Wands. All right, the Fool. We've got the King of Cups. Three of Swords. Eight of Cups. Four of Swords. The Sun. Overall energy is the Knight of Pentacles. This is very good, this reading. This is actually really good. Okay. Seven of Wands at the bottom of the deck. All right, so I see you standing your ground, definitely. Very protective energy, but very motivated, very passionate. You know exactly what you want. You're not settling. You don't want to get hurt again. I feel like you're not dealing with anybody's crap. You're definitely not. Ten of Swords, Judgment. Look at this. Eight of Wands. This is very powerful energy. Seven of Swords, Page of Wands. So you've got sevens. And you've got eights. Yeah, there's a very strong healing energy here. I see you moving on from the past. This is like you releasing some sort of heartbreak. Some of you certainly may feel betrayed. But I see you releasing. There's a lot of healing energy here. So your heart is healing. You definitely could be transforming. We've got Death and the Queen of Wands. So that definitely could be you or the person that you're dealing with. Somebody could be changing. Yes, maybe physically, maybe they're changing their appearance, but for me, this is more internal than anything else. So somebody could have just went through a very, very tough time. But there's a lot of like inner work that's being done. So that could be you or that could be the person that you're dealing with. For some of you, you definitely could be dealing with an Aries. And then we've got the King of Cups marrying Death. And so this could be your energy. And maybe you're dealing with a fire sign. We've got Aries, we've got Leo showing up. But the overall energy is the Knight of Pentacles. So this is the energy moving forward very slowly. It is forward movement. It's also a very loyal, responsible energy. This is someone who's very thorough with their work. It's definitely a worker energy. So there's a lot of work that's being done right now. Eight of Cups, letting go of the past, letting go of certain things. I really feel like this is your heart healing. You're letting go of like past pain or resentment. You don't want to get hurt again. And so that's why we have this energy here. Seven of Wands, very protective, which is good. Those of you that feel betrayed, this is also you like taking the higher road in some way. So if somebody did something to you and it was like really nasty, for some of you Scorpios, you're not matching their energy. You're not actually matching their energy. Somebody could have acted a fool for some of you. I see you making peace with the situation. I see you healing and accepting a situation. 4 of Swords and then the Sun. A lot of healing vibes. I could actually be reading for some Scorpios where you or a loved one, somebody may have just had like a procedure or something done and they're physically recovering. Maybe their life is changing in a big way. They're changing. Things are never going to be the same. But this can definitely be a good thing. This is a very liberating energy. So the Fool and the Sun, this is acceptance. This is you freeing yourself. For some of you, I mean, this is you freeing yourself emotionally. If you were repeating something or you felt like you were beating a dead horse, something like that. This can be you releasing and healing. And with the Fool, I mean, this is fresh energy. You could be finding out that there's a new path, that there's something new coming in with the Sun and the Fool. Finding out about a new beginning. Let's see, what is the, let's take a look at the 3 of Swords for Scorpio. If there was some sort of communication problem with another person, for some of you, you could be like cutting to the heart of the matter, getting down to the truth here, speaking your truth. Some of you are healing a relationship. What is the 3? Okay, 7 of Rods again. So yeah, there's a very, very protective energy here around your heart. You do not want to get hurt again. Yeah, you don't want to get hurt again. Let's see, what is the Fool? Let's take a look at the Fool for Scorpio. What is the Fool? That I just seen the Ace of Cups try to jump out, so it's definitely a new beginning. King of Swords. Could be a new beginning with an ear sign for some of you. So Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. What is death? Could be death of a friendship. 3 of Cups. This also can be a reunion. Again, some of you, it could be a communication problem, or it was, and that could be getting corrected this week. What is the additional guidance for Scorpio? What is the additional guidance for Scorpio? Trust your own understanding, 32. Trust your own understanding. Laughter. Laughter is the best medicine. So have fun. Some of you may need to just laugh at the situation. Take the higher road and just laugh at the situation. But what this card is telling us is that you're right. So Trust your own understanding. So you may have certain people around you telling you, no, that's not what happened. This happened like this, whatever it is. And this is saying, no, you're right. The way that you're perceiving something is correct. So if you were doubting that, which I think with the Seven of Wands, you know that. All right, what is the guidance on the love front for Scorpio? Addiction. And addiction is affecting this relationship. So maybe someone has an addiction, and that really could be anything, and there's acceptance. And this card has been showing up a lot. You've also got the Sun here in the spread. This says everything happens for a reason. So maybe seeing like the silver lining here with something, understanding why something happened the way it did. They could be saying just laugh if you can. Who is Scorpio dealing with? All right, we've got Libra and air. So Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. Sagittarius, what do they have coming up for this week? All right, first card out. Look at that. Ace of Cups. Ooh, Judgment. Two of Swords, the High Priestess, King of Pentacles, the Fool, the Queen of Pentacles, the Chariot. Overall energy, Sag, is the Magician. Look at this spread. All right, this is great. This is definitely great. Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. All right, so yeah, I'm definitely seeing a lot of generosity here this week, a lot of love. If you were hoping for some sort of forgiveness, or if somebody was hoping that you would forgive them, I'm seeing it. I'm getting forgiveness. That's one of the first things I'm getting. A very generous, forgiving energy. So yeah, that's very interesting. You've got the Magician as the overall energy. So this is you having everything you need when it comes to you manifesting. And you are manifesting. So whatever it is that you want, you can make it happen. So you've got everything you need, basically. You just need to believe in yourself. You've got everything you need. Six of Pentacles can be help. You've got support around you. You've got another person or people around you that are supporting you. So Six of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, the Tower, the Five of Swords, Queen of Wands. All right, interesting. So if there was some sort of like bad behavior, deception, some shadiness, if you were dealing with, yeah, I mean, some shadiness, this is you receiving help. So if you feel betrayed, Sag, if you feel played with, maybe some of you are dealing with a narcissist. This could be a feminine energy, Queen of Wands. They may be a fire sign, but they don't have to be. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If you feel played with or used, anything like that, the Tower's coming in. So the Tower can be the universe stepping in. Divine intervention because something was toxic or was going on too long. But it also can be you. For me, the Tower can be you shaking things up in a big way. And we see you manifesting. So for some of you Sagittarius, you certainly may have manifested this. You definitely may have manifested this help. And I'm really seeing the scales right here. So for some of you, this could be like a legal matter. It may also have something to do with property, anything of value. So assets, could even be like cars, anything like that. But the first card that came out is the Ace of Cups. I feel like with Judgment and the High Priestess, this is like very, very psychic vibes here. So there's definitely a strong inner knowing here around a situation, a very, very strong inner knowing. This can even be like a huge kind of awakening, huge realization. So some of you, you could be having like an aha moment. And the Ace of Cups and Judgment, first two cards that came out. So this is very, very significant. Very powerful energy. So maybe you did not listen to your intuition in the past, or maybe you were just not seeing something. You needed more information. This also can be like you procrastinating, but now maybe you're seeing something and you know that you have to take action. You know that it's like do or die right now. Like you have to go, you have to reach into your toolbox here, Sag, and pull some things out that you got to work with. But this is saying that you have it. So whatever it is, any sort of resources or skills or talents that you have, there's a new path in front of you. And they're saying go for it. And some of you, again, there's like a strong inner knowing. You know that you should do this. You know that you should move down this path. You know that you should create this change. And for some of you, this certainly could be like where you live, or it could be something at work, something with money, financial matters. Could be like some sort of investment. But yeah, King and Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, I mean, for some of you, you're very, very focused on your pentacles. Very, very focused on this change. And so for many of you, this is going to be something financial or something with career or something with maybe where you live. But there's something new that is coming in here. This can even be for a few of you like something that's coming back around. So maybe there was like a missed opportunity in the past. I like this though. I really like this. Maybe you're dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. We also have Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, strong Aries coming through. Queen of Pentacles looking at the Chariot. So this definitely can be you jumping in the driver's seat here. Some of you, you're maybe looking at a couple of different paths. Some Sagittarius, you have a lot going on, so you could be doing something here within your career, but then for some of you, I mean, there could be something on the love front going on as well. Some of you, you're looking good. You're looking good. I'm just seeing what I'm getting here. Here, there could have been something that you were not seeing, or some of you, you just simply were not moving forward. You were not taking action because maybe you needed more information. Well, it's coming in. This can definitely be a strong feeling here as far as what you should do next. And so now you're moving forward. Let's see, let me clarify the Two of Swords for Sagittarius. Two of Swords for Sagittarius. Yeah. So yeah, this was you closed off, not listening to your heart, not listening to your intuition for whatever reasons, but I feel like that's no more. That's no more. Yeah, look at High Priestess again. Strong psychic energy. Very, very strong psychic vibes here. There's definitely an inner knowing. There's definitely an inner knowing here. So if someone was acting shady and you picked up on it, Sag, you're right. Yeah. This is a Tower moment that for some of you, you're creating, you're shaking things up, and you're moving forward down a brand new path. All right, what is the additional guidance for Sagittarius? Cancer or Pisces may be significant. But yeah, your intuition is definitely speaking to you this week. Very, very strong intuitive vibes here. You may be having some strong, like vivid dreams. That's a possibility. Okay. Look at this. So did Scorpio just have this? I think Scorpio just had this. So you may have Scorpio in your chart. Or maybe you're a cusper. Trust your own understanding, 32. So you're right. You're right about a situation. So whatever you're picking up on, you're right. So don't question yourself. Bountiful harvest, 28. And then 17, infinite blessings. I love this. This is so nice. Look at this. So trust your own understanding. There's blessings coming in. There's a lot of abundance coming in. I'm seeing the world here, so feeling whole. Things are looking good financially. Things are looking good financially. This can be a victory, like within your career, some sort of success on the career front. What is the guidance on the love front? Wait. I know you don't want to see that, Sag, but it says wait. This is on the love front. The timing is not quite right. At the bottom we have mastery. You've learned the spiritual lesson. So this is on the love front. There could be some sort of forgiveness that's going on right now. Let's see, who is Sag dealing with? Who's Sag dealing with? We've got Leo and Pisces. All right, Sag, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. All right, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Capricorn. Capricorn, what does Capricorn have coming up for this week, please, Capricorn? Three of Cups, King of Swords, Five of Pentacles. So for some of you, this can be in the reverse. All right, Two of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, Page of Swords, Page of Wands, Four of Pentacles. Overall energy, Ten of Swords. All right. Nine of Swords at the bottom. So who else had the 9 and the 10 of Swords in their reading? Was it Virgo? Maybe there is a Capricorn Virgo connection. I believe it was them. I could be wrong. Nine of Swords, 10 of Pentacles. Some of you are worried about family or your relationship. The Lovers, 10 of Wands. Yeah. Some of you are worried about your relationship, the world. There's a decision that's needed, a very significant decision. 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords. Some of you have been going through it, really stuck in your head, maybe feeling like guilty or maybe just blaming yourself. Yeah, blaming yourself and thinking the worst, overthinking, that's for sure. So if a relationship ended, some of you could be trying to heal, but if you resonate with that, if you're still checking this person out online, I really want to say that that's probably not the best idea. If somebody broke your heart, if somebody betrayed you, if there was an end to a relationship or a friendship, yes, for some of you it could be a misunderstanding. I'm definitely seeing that. But if you're trying to heal and you're trying to let go, yeah, I would not suggest watching them online. You could be dealing with a King of Swords in the reverse for some of you. That may be a Gemini. Yeah, I would be careful of like any sort of gossip as well. You may have some haters or some jealousy around you, and there could be gossip, lies, slander with this. It's not the best energy. I feel like this is your energy over here looking at this. So you may be dealing with the King of Swords who's doing that. Or a King of Swords that's kind of like all about the drama. I'm even getting like a little bit of like a show-off sort of vibe here. So somebody likes to show off. Maybe they like to do things. bad things. You know, maybe some of you are dealing with a narcissist. That's a possibility. But I believe I just said this to Scorpio. So watch your other signs. If you're dealing with a particular person, watch their sign. But you may be dealing with somebody that kind of gets off on hurting others, watching other people suffer. So you could be dealing with somebody like that. Or maybe you have a friend. There could be somebody around you that is dealing with this situation. And you're worried. This is you, Capricorn, incredibly worried about this person, the situation. Some of you are worried about your job. 5 of Pentacles. Some of you are like overworked, underpaid, or you're working multiple jobs just to make ends meet. Like this is feeling broke, but yet you're juggling. You can't hold anything else. I mean, your hands are full. You're juggling. Money's coming in, but it's going right back out. So not able to save any money. You're being very frugal. You're trying your hardest. Yeah, so you're worried. You're worried about your family. You're worried about the future. I see you worried. If there was a loss of a job, if you are unemployed right now, there could be an air sign friend or maybe even a sibling for some of you that is going to help you, or you should ask for their help. Just make sure that you're telling them anything they want to know. So if they're asking you about your qualifications, anything like that, just be very honest. Don't question them. Just make sure you're very clear, because I'm seeing this misunderstanding here. So maybe someone says something or someone asks a question and somebody takes it wrong, and then things don't work out because of that. So just be very clear, very honest, very clear. Let's see, what is the 10 of Swords? That is the ending to a tough cycle. It's over with. The worst is behind you. Things cannot get any worse. But there's a lot of worry here. So you just went through something, and I think you're afraid that it's going to continue or that it's going to happen again. There's a lot of fear here. So deception, betrayal. So yeah, just be very open and honest and very clear. Let's see. Who is the King of Swords? Let's take a look. King of Swords, 3 of Cups again. This could be a sibling. For some of you, it's either a friend or a sibling. If not a friend, somebody in your social circle. Could be a Leo. So we've got air, water, and then Leo. So it could be an air sign, could be a water sign. What is Capricorn worried about? What is Capricorn worried about? 9 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles. Make sure you're getting enough sleep. Make sure you're taking good care of yourself. Some of you may get sick. So just make sure that you're taking extra good care of yourself this week. Yeah, could be worried about your health. Also, all things in moderation. This can be overindulging. Overindulging and then maybe possibly like not sleeping enough. Overindulging and then feeling guilty about it. So yeah, just be careful with that. This can be you making some cuts, and that could definitely be a good thing. So now we have the Ace. So you've got the 9, the 10, the 1. Again, a cycle is done, so that is good. But the Page of Wands here, there's definitely communication. definitely good news. And he's looking right over here at the Page of Swords and the Seven of Cups. So for some of you, I mean, you may have like unexpected options. In front of you. Let's see, what is the additional guidance for Capricorn? "26, be true to your heart," and then 16, inner truths. So what does your heart want? So inner truths. Maybe some of you need to speak your truth. Maybe somebody's asking you something very important this week, and you may not want to give them a straight answer, honestly, for some of you. Maybe someone's just coming, you know, right out and asking you a direct question, and for some of you, you may kind of give them the runaround. You may not want to answer, or you can flip that, and you could be questioning someone, and maybe you feel like they're giving you kind of like the runaround, not a straight answer. And so that's what's needed. That's the advice. Be true to your heart and inner truths. I mean, what do you want? What do you want, Capricorn? All right, what is the guidance on the love front? Some of you are worried about maybe your mother, your wife, a female around you. Intuition, look at that. You already know the answer you seek. So yeah, they're saying to follow your heart, listen to your heart, listen to your intuition. Spiritual lesson. This person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson. All right, who is Capricorn dealing with? Who's Capricorn dealing with? Libra. And then we've got air. I'm going to go again. Pisces. And then Leo. All right, Capricorn, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Aquarius, what does Aquarius have coming up for this week? All right, Aquarius, first card out is the Five of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, the Lovers, the Ten of Pentacles, the Emperor, Six of Cups, King of Pentacles, Two of Cups. Overall energy, Queen of Cups. Seven of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Very protective energy. All right, so you've got some characters here. Queen of Cups is the overall energy, so follow your heart, listen to your intuition. Also, take the higher road. So if you're dealing with some sort of drama, this is saying to take the higher road. And don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. Yeah, so protect you and yours, protect your money, protect yourself legally if needed. So I'm definitely reading for some Aquarians where you have some sort of status or title. There's some sort of advantage here. You may work in like a very competitive field or environment. We've got the Three of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles there. Interesting. So King and Queen of Pentacles. But yeah, I'm seeing you have some sort of advantage. I'm also reading for some of you where, yeah, you have some sort of like title. You hold some sort of title. Maybe you're the boss, or maybe you're the company owner, something like that. With the Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords being the first two cards out, I'm not seeing this lack. I'm really not. Some of you could have gone through some financial difficulties, and there may have even been like a large expense. But I'm not really feeling like this is you lacking. I feel like this is definitely a lack mindset. It's also you fearing the worst. So you may have gone through some challenges on the financial front prior, and you're afraid that it's going to happen again. Some of you may be afraid of being abandoned. And that could be by your significant other, but it also could be, honestly, a boss, a family member, could be a father, a grandfather, could even be like an ex-husband. This masculine energy with the Emperor and the King of Pentacles. Or if not you, they may feel like that, so they may have like a fear of abandonment. And you, Aquarius, you could be moving on. So for some of you, you may have been like staying stuck, like staying in a relationship. Maybe you have kids with the person, and that may have gone on for a while. But now, for some of you, I mean, you're looking at a new love. The Lovers, the Two of Cups. So you're either looking at a new person, or honestly, with this energy, somebody could have gotten their act together, gotten their stuff together. If somebody was struggling in the past, they may not be struggling any longer, but if you dealt with them prior, you may be kind of like on the fence here because of maybe stuff that went down in the past. I don't know. I just see you guarded, Aquarius. I see you guarded. I do feel like you are open to a certain extent. You are open, and there's definitely feelings that are stirring here. There could be a very strong attraction, but I also see you very guarded. And maybe, you know, maybe you're doing quite well for yourself, and maybe, you know, you've been like taken advantage of in the past or something like that. And so you're guarded. I'm also reading for some Aquarians where I feel like you want someone that's on your level. So if you're doing well in life, if you're doing well for yourself, you want someone that's on that level. But I definitely see love coming in. I definitely see love coming in. For others, there may be an expense. There may be an expense this week that you don't see coming. I don't feel like it's major. You may need to like dip into your savings. For others, though, if you have a large expense, You may have family. You may have family around you that wants to help you. But you've got the King of Pentacles, you have the Queen at the bottom of the deck, King of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Two of Cups. So if you're looking for like your forever person, someone that you will settle down with, most likely marry, and maybe have a family, or even like grandkids, I'm definitely seeing that as a possibility. Definitely. And I do apologize, I can't speak. So I couldn't really speak during the Aries reading, and now I can't really speak during this reading. So I don't know if there's a connection there. You have the Emperor here. So for some of you, could be dealing with an Aries, a Gemini, maybe an Earth sign. But yeah, maybe somebody needs to say something. Somebody may need to speak from the heart. That may be you, Aquarius. Speak from the heart. Tell someone how you feel. Somebody may have worries around money, but that may need to come out. You know, you may need to talk about that. What is the Five of Pentacles for Aquarius? What is the Five of Pentacles? Two of Swords. Yeah, somebody could be staying. Maybe you're underpaid or lacking in some way, afraid to make any changes, afraid to rock the boat. Somebody could be staying in a relationship due to financial reasons. Others, I feel like you're not talking about something. There's something you need to get off your chest. For those of you that are partnered, maybe you spent a lot of money. Maybe they spent a lot of money. Somebody may need to come out with that. Now, I did get that for another sign as well. What is the additional guidance for Aquarius? We have number 9, perfect setting. So this is saying to create your perfect setting. Whatever it is that you want, you can make it happen. That you hold the paintbrush, basically. So whatever it is that you want, you can create. Love matters. And this is definitely on the love front for some of you. This is 43. So another 7. So yeah, if you want more for yourself, especially on the love front, this is saying you're going to have to step out of your comfort zone. All right. What is the guidance on the love front? Acceptance and self-care. Everything happens for a reason, and then clear your energy field and focus on yourself before acting. So maybe accepting and understanding why something happened. Take a moment to love yourself, to pamper yourself. Queen of Cups energy. I feel like love is knocking, honestly, Aquarius. Love is knocking. If you're single, or maybe some of you, I mean, you could be getting out of a relationship. I feel like love is right around the corner, awakening. Someone is undergoing a spiritual transformation. So that could be you. That could be the person you're dealing with. If things are moving forward slowly, it could be due to this. Who is Aquarius dealing with? Who's Aquarius dealing with? We've got fire. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and there's water. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. All right, Aquarius. So I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. All right, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, Pisces. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, Pisces. Five of Cups, King of Swords. What does Pisces have coming up for this week, Pisces? Queen of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Ten of Swords, Judgment, Ten of Pentacles, Six of Wands, overall energy. All right, interesting. Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so all right, so overall energy for the week is the Six of Wands. This is some sort of recognition. It's also you feeling proud of yourself. I could be reading for some Pisces where you ended something here. Could have walked out on a job, could have quit a job. For others, this could be a relationship. Maybe you've had enough. Three of Swords. The Emperor. Look at this. Eight of Wands. Three of Wands. Okay, so a couple of threes. Maybe there was like a three-party scenario. Maybe someone had a third party, something like that. I see a lot of communication. A lot of communication. I see forward movement. Yeah, some of you, you're stepping into your power. So yes, there could have been an ending with a masculine. That's a possibility. Or even a feminine, Queen of Cups, King of Swords. So air sign, water sign. If somebody hurt you, I feel like you're stepping into your power and you're moving forward. And you could be doing this loudly. So you could be making an announcement. Sometimes that's on social media. People, you know, put stuff out there. Yeah, so if you're ending a relationship, or if somebody did have like a third party, whatever it is, you could be like announcing that you're done. For some of you, you're feeling very proud of yourself. This is final too. This is done. So whatever's leaving your life, I am reading for some Pisces where you will never go back to this. This is done. So however you resonate, whatever's leaving your life, and for some of you, honestly, this could have been something where it went on for a very long time, especially if it's like on the love front, if this was a relationship that had some problems, but you had maybe some difficulties with letting go. You could have kept trying to make it work throughout the years. Something like that. But this could be it. This could be like the final ending. It's over with. And I see you starting to heal. And I see you feeling very proud of yourself. This could be a marriage that's ending. I'm just seeing what else I'm getting here. On the love front, because you've got two masculine energies here, for some of you, you may have like options in love, and you could be closing the door on like one of those options, and that door is going to remain closed. That's what I'm seeing here. Some of you may have been like depressed. Maybe you were struggling financially. Some of you could have been depressed though. Maybe there was other issues. I'm getting a number of different things. I'm definitely reading for some Pisces where you've been going through it. You've been going through it. You've got a couple of fives here, a couple of tens. So I feel like that difficult time is over with. You've got a 6 here as the overall. I feel like you really are rising up. You really are rising up. I see you emotionally healing. Again, feeling proud of yourself. If there was like some sort of problems or difficulties with like a family member, some of you are releasing it, and that's how you're healing. You're letting go of it, the relationship. It's done. You don't care anymore. You're healing. You may block this person. But others, I mean, you could be forgiving. You could be forgiving in some way, whether you have a relationship or not. You're forgiving and you're putting it behind you. Let's clarify. We will look at the 10 of Swords. But I'm really seeing you like rise up from this. Yeah, there's the Emperor again. Look at that. So maybe an Aries is significant. Maybe something happened even with your father, or even could be your boss. But let's see. What is the 10 of Swords for Pisces? There may be an apology with that Knight of Cups. Let's see. 3 of Swords. Please clarify. 3 of Swords. Strength, being strong. For some of you, maybe what's needed is speaking from the heart. Maybe there's something you literally need to get off your chest here. There's something you have to say. Mercury just went direct. Venus went direct. So maybe there were problems with communication prior. There's something that needs to be released. There's something that needs to be said. What is the 5 of Pentacles? Page of Pentacles. So There's the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. So maybe a Leo, maybe a Virgo is significant. If there was a financial loss, I'm not seeing this as like a huge loss. I'm not. Some of you may leave a job for another job or to go back to school. 5 of Cups. The Lover. So maybe a Gemini is significant. The Moon. So not all is known. Things will come to light. But this is definitely a cycle that's done. If you regret some sort of decision, I feel like you will have an opportunity to speak from your heart, to speak your truth. But some of you are definitely releasing something. Others, you may want to forgive this person. Let's get you an additional guidance card. Pisces. Definitely, though, listen to your intuition and know that not all is known. #24, be your best self always. Be your best self. There's going to be some sort of breakthrough. So we've got 8, breakthrough. So with Judgment, that can be that aha moment, that realization. Maybe, you know, you had the wrong idea with the Moon. Things are hidden. Things may have appeared a certain way. What is the guidance on the love front? Time apart, some distance will help bring clarity, and then self-care. So this goes very well. So 3 of Swords can represent that separation. But you may realize something here while you're maybe apart. And they're saying to love yourself, to take care of yourself. So clear your energy field and focus on yourself before acting. Acceptance. Retreat. Vulnerability. Interesting. Healing. Look at that. Old wounds need revisiting. Look at that. So yeah, with self-care and acceptance and this time apart card, for some of you, you're not with your person, you're on a break, you're healing, you're loving yourself, maybe pampering yourself here. But you may realize something. There's going to be a breakthrough. You may realize, you know, why something happened, why it happened the way it did. There's something you're going to realize. So they're saying be your best self. For me, this also says don't doubt yourself. Don't think that, you know, you're not good enough and that's why this happened. Anything like that. Don't blame yourself. All right, who's Pisces dealing with? Cancer. We've got Cancer and then Aquarius. All right, Pisces. So I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. I do want to thank all of you for watching. I appreciate you guys so very much. If you enjoy this reading, please comment, let me know, like the video, and of course, make sure you are subscribed. If you're interested in having a private reading, all of my information is listed down below. Go check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and I'm also on TikTok. All right, guys, have a great week. Talk to you soon.